have all these sayings like talk a good game, or talk the talk, or talk is cheap, or actions speak louder than words. And they all just remind us it's easier for us to say we're going to do something than for us to actually do it. That can be true of our faith as well. In fact, Jesus in Matthew 21 talks about two sons, and one of them talks a pretty good game. In verse 28, he says, "But what do you think? A man had two sons, and he came to the first and said, 'Son, go work today in my vineyard.' And he answered and said, 'I will not.' But afterwards he regretted it, and he went. And he came to the second and said likewise, and he answered and said, 'I go, sir.' But he did not go." Notice the second son. "I will go, sir." Sounds respectful and reverent, says all the right words, talks a pretty good game, but he did not go. And so we can say we're going to do something. We can talk about all the good we want to do. We can talk about how much we love the Lord and how much we want to do for the Lord and how much we want to follow his will. We can pray that the lost will be saved. We can sing songs and hymns about God's will every Sunday. But what really matters to the Lord is not so much what we say we're going to do, but what we actually do. And so notice the first son, "I will not go," but he regretted it and he went. Which one did the will of his father? The one who went. And in the context, we notice that the one who talked the good game, the one who said he would go but didn't go, that was the Pharisees. They talked about their righteousness. They talked about the law of the Lord, but they weren't following it. And the one who said that he wouldn't go but changed his mind and went, that was the tax collectors and the prostitutes. It didn't look good. They weren't doing God's will. But they humbled themselves. They repented. They turned to God and they submitted themselves to his will. And so here's our challenge for today. We can talk a good game. We can say all the right words. We can be reverent and respectful before God. We can study our Bibles and we can sing hymns, and those are the things we need to be doing. But we can be so focused on sounding good and looking good, but not actually doing good. Because God doesn't accept lip service, we need to be a whole lot less focused on talking about all the things we're going to do for the Lord, and a whole lot more focused on actually doing things for the Lord, on following his will.